Fun fact, 2 years ago today, this snapshot, 20w45a, it was the first time the bundle was added to Minecraft, and... okay, maybe that's not so fun. It's a sad day. Except, oh boy, lads, laddies, everybody, it's definitely not a sad day. Today is maybe the best day since snapshot 22w... The first 1.20 snapshot. I forget the number. We have waited and we have asked, and the devs, they have finally delivered. Inside of this snapshot, we've got a brand new Minecraft 1.20 feature. A big change to a mob. A big change, or many big changes to the creative inventory, including new tabs and new items. Shulker box updates, music updates, and even more. Leaving a like on this video will not technically guarantee you good luck, but I mean, you never know. And you've got nothing to lose, right? So go ahead, do that, subscribe, and let's check this stuff out. If I sound excited today, it's because I'm excited. I love the changes in this snapshot. Let's start with the Shulker box one. So check this out. Over here, I built an interestingly clever contraption. It's a Shulker box with a couple of, like, unsupportive things on it. Meaning, like they need support? Yeah, I probably could have said that one better. In a bigger picture of things, today's Shulker box update is really not the biggest update of all time, but it is an update. A big W for fans of realism, because now, if you have an item that needs support, so like, for example, a torch, and you put that torch on a Shulker box, well, when you open that Shulker box, it's gonna break off. Meanwhile, if you have things that don't need support, like this marvelous hanging sign right here, it'll be fine. Like, nothing changes at all. That's the Shulker box update. Alright, so we gotta move on to the really big one. Maybe the biggest change in this entire snapshot. A brand new block. A brand new, beautiful, marvelous block. When I saw this on the changelog, first things first, I dropped down to the floor in shock and awe. And then second, I couldn't decide. Do I wait till the video to check it out, or do I just go for it? And I'm sorry, I had to go for it. 2 brand new bamboo blocks inside of this week's snapshot. This block, and this block. Now, this one is pretty familiar looking, but trust me, it is definitely different. Let's talk a little bit about bamboo crafting, because it's kind of changed in this week's snapshot. If we go ahead and get a bunch of bamboo and put it inside of the crafting table, just like this right here, we will see the no bamboo plank recipe. Now, from looking at the changelog, I don't know if this is intended or what is what it is right now. Instead, if we go ahead and put 9 pieces of bamboo in here, check that out. 1 solid block of bamboo. If we take this block of bamboo and place it down, oh, it's rotational, baby. Look at this thing. You can turn it to the side, you can turn it to the top. But look, builders, look. Even more attention to detail. This is the closest thing we have to green wood in the game. I mean, look at it. It's like green, and it's sideways. And, I mean, this texture, it's kind of giving, like, trypophobia, right? But, like, at the same time, it's so clean. Here's the first thing that I've discovered with these blocks. If we go ahead and go back over to the crafting table and put this in here, we get 2 pieces of bamboo planks. Changelog. So look, I'm not 100% sure if the old bamboo plank recipe is just done for, dead, gone, forever, but at least looking at the changelog, this is what we have. Bamboo planks crafted from bamboo block yield only 2 planks compared to 4 for wood logs. And so we've got a direct comparison to wood logs. And what can you do with wood logs? Oh, that's right. You can strip the wood log. Take a seat, because the bamboo block, the brand new log thing, you can strip this thing too. Truly, it's some pretty groundbreaking stuff here. And now, the tool for mining this thing, predictably, if you want to mine it a little bit quicker, is going to be the axe. The axe, when mining the bamboo block, both stripped and non-stripped, will mine it as quick as a log, or at least that's what it looks like. Exactly the same. One quick bunch of rockets and an elytra flight later, and we can go ahead and actually compare this thing to the other bamboo blocks. Now, as far as I'm aware, the texture of these bamboo blocks have not been changed in the snapshot, but the scaffolding has. So I've been talking about it for a little while. I think the scaffolding is definitely changed here and not the bamboo. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, look, they match now. That's the big point. Now, the stripped one next to this log, plank, it's pretty similar, but it's different. I mean, like, looking at the side of this thing, hey, it's literally identical, but the difference here, that's gonna be the top. Combine this brand new top texture with this bamboo plank texture, with the bamboo mosaic texture, with this green texture, and I think that means that the bamboo block family is going to be the most expansive block family yet. Like, at least when it comes to wood, you've got the normal plank, you've got that. Unfortunately, this is exactly the same as that one, but like, you've got options here when it comes to this wood type. And it's great. What do you think about the crafting recipe, though? Do you think bamboo planks should still be able to be made from raw bamboo, or Do you think you need to make the log first? Let me know about that one down below. I like to hear about it. One final thing I'd like to say about this block is just build ideas and build ideas and build ideas. I mean, like, look at this thing. First off, that kind of looks like a cactus. You could maybe, like, terraform, build some custom cactus here. Second off, maybe obviously some kind of tree thing. And then third off, I mean, look at this. It's a green arch. It's a literal green arch made out of bamboo. Yeah, I think bamboo farms are... It's like an essential farm for every single world in 1.20. This stuff is amazing. Love this so much. Oh boy, when it comes to the creative inventory this week, lads, laddies, everyone, yeah, we've got some changes here. First things first, new tabs. This tab right here, which is colored blocks, which is predictably any block that is in the rainbow here. It's great, I love it. And then this thing right here, operator utilities. But here's the catch. If you load your snapshot up from the start, it might not actually have that tab. You see, to actually enable that tab inside of your world, two conditions need to be met. Condition number one, you need to be operator, so like in a creative world or something. And then condition number two, this brand new button right here. By default, it's going to be set to off. And if it is set to off, this is what the menu looks like. If we go ahead and go into options, controls, and then turn this thing back on, inside of the creative inventory, we've got this. We've got the addition of some brand new blocks, as you can see here in this week's snapshot as well. The structure block can now be found inside of the creative inventory. This thing is right in here inside of operator utilities, and all of the variants of the light block are inside of this inventory as well. Colored blocks of this brand new operator utilities tab, those aren't the only additions inside of this week's snapshot though. First things first, to check this thing out. It used to be called like materials or something. Now it's called ingredients because these are all kind of like, you know, like crafting ingredients. Still kind of confused as to why like maybe this isn't like a crafting table, but I mean, fair enough. This thing is now called food and drinks instead of consumables. Even more intriguingly, I don't know if this is something I missed in like a different snapshot or something, but suspicious stew. Every single type of suspicious stew is inside of the creative inventory now. Also, we've got a little bit of reshuffling going on where the raw foods are going to be right next to the cooked versions now too. Inside of natural blocks, we've got some subtle reorganization going on, and inside of redstone blocks, the same exact thing as well. Also, priority blocks like redstone, these things right here, they're going to be moved up a little closer to the top. Checking out the functional block tab just because, you know, what I've been talking about lately, sadly, it is still not here. If you're looking for reinforced deep slate, even though this is definitely not a building block, how do you get this in survival mode? Like, seriously, come on, it's a joke, it's a joke. Reinforced deep slate is inside of building blocks. Bruh. That's not a building block. That's funny, that's funny. That's not a building block. Another interesting change that I noticed is when I went to search items right here and looked up rocket, all three types of rockets come up now. Not just flight duration 1, you've got 2, and you've got 3 in here too. Inside of combat, you'll now be able to find all of the axes here. Maybe combat updates soon or something? Over inside of redstone blocks, we now just have the classics here. As in like classic door, classic trap door, classic fence gate. Instead, all of the other variants will be found inside of building blocks near their families. And then sliding over to the changelog just to scroll through some of the other smaller changes, here you go. Even more creative inventory updates. Now, according to the king himself on Twitter, this should hopefully now, actually for real this time, be the final round of tweaks and changes having to do with the creative inventory. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe because if you do, then you'll know next week that something actually has changed and next week is the actual final round of changes. Okay, so for this next one, it would be, simply put, illegal if I check this one out in a plains biome. It wouldn't make sense. We've got to slide over to a mansion to check this thing out. Once we're inside of that mansion, 100% survival. Just trust me, it'll be fine. We're gonna go ahead and move through this mansion and locate the big bad boss. I mean, it's gotta be in here somewhere, right? Eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later, and before I find anything else. Nobody's home. Ah, yes, here he is. This is a great idea. Just trust me. Look at those things. Look at them right there. Quick. Look, I'm not gonna last long. Look at those things right there. Oh, they're beautiful. Inside of Minecraft 1.19.3 Snapshot 22w45a. Oh, the Vex has leveled up. The Vex has leveled up huge time. Look at this model. This is way more similar to like what they do nowadays with the mob models. Like for example, the LA, you know what they did with that in 1.19? The Vex is kind of like a miniature version of that. Look at these eyebrows. Oh, those are some evil looking eyebrows. Oh, this is so cool. What they've done with this Vex texture, chef's kiss. Like, it's so perfection. Look at it. It's awesome looking. Now, the bounding box is going to be a little bit bigger than this model because, as you can see, it's pretty small. The bigger bounding box is going to hopefully make it a little bit easier for you to be able to hit this thing. But, like, oh, man, just look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's so good looking. Thank you so much. Thank you, developer. A brand new and a beautiful Vex texture. Yeah, you know, if updates like this are going to be happening in these smaller, more minor updates like 1.19.3, oh, please bring them on because this is so good. It's such a small change, but like the quality of life that has been increased by this small change, the quality of life here, I mean, it's unfathomable. It's so good. This is such an improvement. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit about music because it's been on fire this week. We got a Selena Gomez documentary. We got Her Laws. We got Smithereens by Joji. And we've got 1.19 music. It's actually a little bit quieter now. I guess it was like louder than the other songs. But anyways, that's it for this snapshot. Minecraft Snapshot 22w45a with a big bamboo reshuffle. What do you think about everything that was in the snapshot? Little fun fact, I kind of called this, like, I promise, I swear. It doesn't sound believable, but, like, I built this bamboo sign frame thing and almost tweeted a picture of it before the snapshot even came out. And then, sure enough, the snapshot, it's got those bamboo changes. The one time I don't tweet this thing out, this is awkward. Anyways, tell me about stuff down in the comments below. Like, subscribe for more videos, and it's been me, Waddles. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.